What's going on, everyone? And hope you're all having an awesome day. I just wanted to bring you guys a bit of an update that I heard about recently, and this might not be news to you guys at this point if you're pretty on top of game news, but I wanted to share this anyways. So it looks like we do have a Halloween-esque event coming to the game. My guess is towards the mid to end of October, as there was some interesting tidbits mentioned on msf.gg regarding a new tag which will likely be used for this specific event. So let's jump on over there so we can take a look at exactly what I mean. And so here we are over on msf.gg, an amazing resource if you guys don't already use this, where you can find information about characters, gear requirements, how much gear you need to tier someone up, and all sorts of things like that. It's really an amazing resource. So shout out to those guys, they do an amazing job. But what we're here to look at is that if you look at any of the new characters, particularly Anti-Venom and Scream, you'll see that they have this new tag which is data mined. So it's actually called the Masked Caper. Now we don't have this in-game as far as I'm aware, but if you click on it, it'll then tell you who else is used in this event. So there is a handful of characters with this Masked Caper tag. It looks like there's a total of maybe 920, what's my math here? 34 characters, and this really is reminiscent to Ghost Rider's event from last year. Now, if you guys were around and played for this event, there was something similar where there was a tag related to Ghost Rider. I forget what the exact tag was for that event, but you would be using these characters to Blitz largely. It was kind of like a Blitz event. So I think this is how Anti-Venom is going to be released, very similarly to Ghost Rider, which is really amazing because some of us were thinking that it was going to be a 100 shard Blitz character, but I think that's going to be relegated to She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk is going to be the Blitz character, which is fine by me because I wasn't super excited for her anyways. So knowing that this is a potential event coming in the game, that also means more rewards, so that there's going to be a milestone related to that. If it's very like the Ghost Rider event that we had last year, then you're going to be blitzing really hard. Blitzing to win though, not blitzing for points necessarily, so you can do a lot of auto blitzes if you kind of create characters specifically with these tags, or just do the existing teams that you already have that include these characters. And what they did with Ghost Rider is they had these new orb fragments that you would win, typically 50, 100, 200, I think, and 500 and 1,000, 2,000, something like that. At different percent chances you would get these orb fragments, which would get you enough to open these orbs, or in this case like a Halloween Ghost Rider orb from last year, or an Anti-Venom orb for this year, and then inside those orbs there would be shards for Anti-Venom, or a small chance to get them. And the more orbs that you would open of these event orbs, there would be a secondary milestone that would give you more Anti-Venom shards the more of these orbs you open. So if it does run a very similar way, there's gonna be a lot of blitzing involved, but really at this point, I mean, are you really surprised? The last event was very blitz heavy, the Sinister event, and most of the major events have been blitz heavy to some degree or another. So here's hoping that you might be able to get the fragments in other ways, and of course this is subject to change, and this is just my opinion based on what I know from last year and other events that they've done. Whether or not they include an orb opening portion, because for example, Negasonic's milestone that they did when she was released, there actually was some points that you could get. I believe it was called the Heat Storm milestone, I forget exactly, where you actually got points via opening regular orbs, so things like premium orbs, gold orbs, and things like that. So I don't know if they're going to bring that back necessarily, but if you don't need to open orbs right now, I would recommend maybe saving some just in the event that they do something a little bit different with this event. But yeah, I think that's pretty interesting news. I'm really hoping that this is the case, because I do want to get, and we're all super hyped for symbiotes in general and Anti-Venom, and so this would be a really great way to get extra shards for this character. So just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention, and let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is likely? Do you think they'll just replicate one of the past events? I think that's probably easier for them to do, but maybe they'll do a little bit of a spin on it. So at this point, I would recommend just kind of hoarding your resources if you don't need to use it. And when I mean hoarding resources, I mean hoarding particular orbs in the event that becomes useful, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. I think they'll probably, over the courses of the weeks, with the blog post, they'll probably let us know more officially what that's going to be, but I think that's very likely. And again, you can look at these Masked Caper characters. A lot of these are, there's a good flexibility of characters here. I guess it's just any character with a mask or a visor or something. I'm not sure why Mantis is on there, but a lot of these characters have masks or some sort of facade mystique, I guess. So that's a pretty cool, interesting tag. So let me know what you guys think about this prospective event, and do you like hopefully everyone likes this a little bit more than Blitz, because it should give especially new players a way to get shards for Anti-Venom than, you know, doing Blitz and hoping that you can unlock them at 100 shards. So this sounds awesome to me, but if it doesn't sound awesome, also let me know about that in the comments below. And just wanted to share this little fact with you guys. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see y'all next time on my next video. Well, I'm signing out.